Hi, I'm here to talk about Sandy from the SpongeBob SquarePants franchise. Uh, I think that Sandy is a character that serves her role well. I just don't think it's one of the more exciting or funny roles in the show. I do think it is important to have characters that are reasonable and mature, even in comedic shows. I think that really helps a lot. And I think that's the role that Sandy often serves. And Squidward does often serve the role as being the most reasonable character. But I think Sandy provides that kind of role in a different kind of way, where Squidward is a very mature character, but is very grumpy and doesn't have much patience for what SpongeBob and Patrick are doing. Sandy feels like the character that really enjoys having SpongeBob around, but is able to be a reasonable character that can add a little bit of maturity to SpongeBob's adventures. And Sandy feels like a kinder mature character than Squidward. So I do think that Sandy does feel like a necessary character to have around. Oftentimes, she's not as interesting as the other characters, but she's often a likable character and a nice character to have around, but not one of the big characters that really stands out, in my opinion. In the early seasons of SpongeBob, Sandy felt like one of the five main characters, in my opinion. It felt like SpongeBob, Patrick, Squidward, Mr. Krabs, and Sandy were the main characters, and Plankton felt like the main villain, but I didn't feel like he showed up that often. But as the seasons went on, it felt like Plankton got into the top five of main characters, and felt like Sandy kind of left that, where Sandy showed up a fair number of times and still a prominent enough character, but it did feel like her role had gotten a bit smaller as time went on. And to be honest, I don't think it was that bad of a choice to give Sandy less to do and Plankton more to do. I feel like with Plankton, there's a lot of story potential to be explored with Plankton that was done very well. I feel like Plankton's one of the more nuanced, interesting characters. And some of the later seasons of SpongeBob not being the best, I think that having Plankton around was good. I felt like Plankton episodes, for the most part, tended to be really good. Sandy episodes are often solid, and there's often really good moments from them, and I don't think that Sandy is a bad character or anything, but giving Plankton more of the spotlight, I think was the right choice. I don't think that Sandy should disappear from the show or stop being important or anything, and I actually do think she works really well in Camp Coral. It felt like her presence was needed more there than in the later seasons of SpongeBob, and it feels like she's more prominent there, and it feels like her friendship with SpongeBob and Patrick is explored better there. So I do think that Sandy can be a good character, even if she isn't one of the more memorable characters, in my personal opinion.